Hey there, Flow friends. Alice here from English Podcast Flow. And today, we're solving one of the biggest frustrations in language learning. You learn a new word, you feel great. A week later, it's gone. You can't remember it. It's like your brain has a leak and vocabulary just keeps slipping out. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. The problem isn't your memory. The problem is how you're learning words. Today, I'm going to teach you 5 science-backed techniques that will make vocabulary stick in your brain permanently. Not for a test, forever. Let's fix this once and for all. First, let me explain why you forget words so quickly. Your brain has a simple rule. If you don't use it, you lose it. When you learn a new word, your brain creates a weak connection. If you never see that word again, the connection fades. Within 24 hours, you forget up to 70% of what you learned. This is called the forgetting curve, discovered by a scientist named Ebbinghaus over 100 years ago. But here's the good news. Every time you review a word, the connection gets stronger. Review it enough times at the right intervals, and it moves from short-term memory to long-term memory. That's the secret. It's not about learning more words. It's about reviewing them strategically. Let me show you the 5 techniques that make this happen. Technique number 1 is the story method. This is one of the most powerful memory techniques ever discovered. Here's how it works. Instead of memorizing a word by itself, you put it into a short, vivid story. Why? Because your brain remembers stories 22 times better than isolated facts. Stories create emotion, images, and connections, all things that strengthen memory. Let me show you an example. Say you want to remember the word procrastinate, which means to delay doing something. Instead of just repeating procrastinate, 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 create a story. I have a friend named Pro. Pro always says, I'll do it tomorrow. He waits and waits, procrastinates, everything. Now he's stressed because nothing is done. See? Now procrastinate is connected to a character, a situation, and an emotion. Your brain will remember it. Your turn. Think of a word you recently learned. Can you create a short, silly story around it? The stranger the story, the better you'll remember it. Technique number 2 is the connection web. Your brain doesn't store words in a list. It stores them in networks, webs of connected ideas. So when you learn a new word, connect it to words you already know. The more connections, the stronger the memory. Here's how to do it. When you learn a new word, ask yourself, 1. What's a synonym? A word with similar meaning. 2. What's an antonym? A word with opposite meaning. 3. What category does it belong to? 4. What other words sound similar? 5. When would I use this word? Let me demonstrate with the word generous, meaning willing to give and share. Synonym, kind, giving. Antonym, selfish, stingy. Category, personality traits. Sounds like imagine a generous general giving gifts to soldiers. When I use it, my grandmother is very generous. She always gives me presents. Now generous is connected to 5 other things in your brain. That's 5 times more likely to be remembered. Technique number 3 is the spaced repetition system, or SRS. This is the most scientifically proven method for long-term memory. Remember the forgetting curve I mentioned? Spaced repetition fights it by reviewing words at the exact moment you're about to forget them. Here's the pattern. Learn a new word, day 1. First, review. Day 2 after 1 day. Second review, day 4 after 3 days. Third review, day 8 after 1 week. Fourth review, day 15 after 2 weeks. Fifth review, day 30 after 1 month. Each time you successfully remember, the gap gets longer. Eventually, the word is locked in your long-term memory, and you only need to review it a few times per year. You can do this with flashcards, a notebook, or apps like Anki. The key is consistency. A few minutes of review every day is better than an hour once a week. Quick pause here. I want to help you apply everything I'm teaching today. I've created a vocabulary mastery toolkit with a 30-day spaced repetition calendar, story method templates, connection, web worksheets, 100 high-frequency words with example sentences, a personal vocabulary tracker. Just scroll down to the comments and click the link to get your toolkit. This will make building your vocabulary systematic and effective, not random and frustrating. Grab it from the comments and let's continue with the last 2 techniques. Technique number 4 is the physical method. This one might surprise you. Research shows that when you involve your body in learning, you remember much better. It's called embodied cognition. Here's how to use it with vocabulary. Option A, gestures. Create a gesture for each word. When you say the word, do the gesture. For example, expand, spread your arms wide, shrink, make yourself small, reject, push your hands away, accept, bring hands to your heart. Option B, walk and learn. The movement helps information stick. This is why Alice loves teaching you walking English. Option C, write by hand. Writing activates different brain areas than typing. When you write a word by hand, you remember it better. So don't just read vocabulary lists. Move, gesture, right? Get your body involved, and your brain will thank you. Technique number 5 is the most important. Use it or lose it. Here's the brutal truth. If you learn a word but never use it, you will forget it. Period. Your brain decides what to keep based on what you actually use. If a word sits unused, your brain thinks, I guess this isn't important, and deletes it. So the ultimate memory technique is simple. Use new words immediately and often. Here's my challenge for you. Day 1, learn a new word. Write 3 sentences using it. Day 2, use the word in a conversation or write a short paragraph with it. Day 3, explain the word to someone else, even if it's to yourself in the mirror. Day 4, find the word in real content, a video, article, or song. Day 5, use it naturally without thinking about it. After this 5-day cycle, the word is yours. It's moved from vocabulary I'm learning to vocabulary I own. Remember, learning a word is just the beginning. Using a word is what makes it permanent. Let me give you a simple daily routine that combines all 5 techniques. The 10-minute vocabulary habit. Minutes. 1, 2, 3. Learn 1 new word. Read the definition. Create a story around it. Build a connection web. Minutes 4 to 6. Review old words. Use spaced repetition. Review words due today. Say them out loud with gestures. Minutes 7 to 10. use your words. Write sentences with new and review words, or speak them in a self-conversation. Make them real by using them. That's it. 10 minutes a day. If you do this consistently, you'll learn 30 new words per month. That's 360 words per year, enough to significantly improve your fluency. And here's the best part. Because you're using these techniques, you'll actually remember them all. If you want more techniques like these, practical, science-backed methods that actually work, make sure you subscribe to English Podcast Flow. Frank and I are here every day with new ways to make your English learning effective and enjoyable. When you subscribe, you join a community of learners around the world who are committed to real progress, not just busy work. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep building your English together. That's all for today. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep flowing with your English. See you soon, my Flow friends.